Have a marvelous day to you, students. It is rainy season. If you keep the bread and pickle on the open plate near the window for a week, then you could see a cotton like structure on the bread and pickle. What it is? It is microbes or living creatures. It comes under fungi. Why do we want to study about fungi? Without fungi, life will not be completed because it helps for the decomposition of dead organic matter since they are saprophytic and clean the environment. It play important role in production of alcohol, beer and wine production, bread making, some fungi used as a food and medicine. So, we must learn about fungi. Shall we learn the interesting topic today? This is a fungi. What are the content that we are going to learn in this session is fungi, general characteristic features of fungi, methods of reproduction in fungi. So World War II and penicillin history speaks of fungi. Alexander Fleming, who is he? Who found out the antibiotic, namely penicillium. So discovery of penicillin in the year 1928 is a serendipity in the world of medicine. Serendipity means accidentally, surprisingly, okay, accidentally or surprisingly. He has discovered the penicillin, the antibiotic. The history of World War II recorded the use of penicillin in the form of yellow powder to save lives of soldiers. For this discovery, Alexander Fleming, who got the Nobel Prize in Medicine in the year 1945 for the wonderful drugs that is antibiotic. Milestones in mycology. 1729, P.A. Mitchley conducted spore culture experiment. Have you visited mushroom cultivation centers where spores are used to culture the mushroom? Okay, so it was experimentally proved by P.A. Mitchley. In 1767, Fontana proved that fungi could cause disease in plants. Fungi also cause diseases in plants. It was said by Fontana in the year 1767. Then 1873, C.H. Blackley proved fungi could cause allergy in human beings. So fungi not only causes diseases to plants, but it also causes allergy to the human being. So it was said by C.H. Blackley. 1906, A.F. Blacksley reported heterothallism in fungi. Heterothallism means both male and female sex in different thallus. They are present in different thallus. It is called heterothallism. So 1952, Pantacarvo and Raper reported parasexual cycle. Parasexual meaning asexual reproduction in unicellular fungi like deuteromycetes. Deuteromycetes are said to be imperfect fungi since the sexual system is absent there. Only asexual reproduction is present. So that is called a parasexual cycle. So parasexual cycle was reported by Pantacarvo and Raper. Then P. A. Mitchell is considered as a founder of mycology. Few renowned mycologists includes Arthur H. R. Buller and John Webster's D. L. Hawksworth, G. C. Ainsworth, B. B. Mundkur, K. C. Mehta, C. V. Subramanian, and T. S. Sadasivam. These were the noble person in the mycologist. So, who is the founder of mycology? P. A. Mitchell. It will be asked for 1 mark. So, kindly note down the one word. E. J. Butler, 1874 and 1943, and who is called the father of Indian mycology. E. J. Butler is called the father of Indian mycology. Again, it is 1 mark. He established Imperial Agriculture Research Institute at Busa, Bihar. So this institution located in Bihar, and it is one of a agriculture research institute, and it was later shifted to New Delhi and at present known as Indian Agriculture Research Institute, IARI. Shortly we call it as a IARI. So every competitive exam, so it will be asked Indian Agriculture Research Institute, where it is located. It is located in New Delhi. Okay, shortly we call it as a IARI. He published a book, Fungi and Disease in Plants, on Indian plant diseases in the year 1918. Okay, what is the name of the book that E. J. Butler published? Fungi and Disease in Plants. 1 mark. 1 mark questions it will come. What is the name of the book that E. J. Butler published? Fungi and Disease in Plants. The word fungus. Have you heard the word fungus anywhere? So it is derived from Latin meaning mushroom. Fungus is a Latin word meaning mushroom. Colon. Fungi are ubiquitous. Fungi, they present everywhere. Ubiquitous meaning they present everywhere. Eukaryotic. They are the eukaryotic. They have well developed nucleus as well as some cellular organelles. Membrane bound cell organelles also present there. They are achlorophyllous. Achlorophyllous means absence of chlorophyll. Therefore, it comes under heterotrophic organism. Hetero means different. Trophic means it depends on different organism for nutrition. Therefore, it is called a heterotrophic organism. Fungi is called a heterotrophic organism. They exist in unicellular as well as multicellular form. If they are unicellular, the single cell will do all its function. If it is multicellular, all the cells work together to do the life, to do their work. The study of fungi is called mycology. So mycology is a Greek word. Mykes meaning mushroom. Again it is a Fungus, Latin word. Mycology is a Greek word meaning both of them are mushroom only. So don't confuse with this. If it is asked which general characteristic features of fungi. Majority of fungi are made up of thin filamentous branched structure called hyphae. Okay. ஃபங்கையோட சிங்கிள் யூனிட் வந்து ஹைஃபே அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க. ஸோ hyphae is a thin filamentous branched structure. So this is a mycelium, and among these mycelium there is a one single filament is called hyphae. Okay. A number of hyphae get interwoven to form a mycelium. What is mycelium? 2 mark. Number of hyphae get interwoven to form a mycelium. So here many hyphae are there. You could see this is the main hyphae. From these many hyphae are attached here. Therefore they are interwoven. பிணைந்து இருக்கு, ஒன்றோடு ஒன்று பிணைந்து இருக்கு. ஸோ அதனால இதை மைசீலியம்னு சொல்றாங்க. ஸோ மைசீலியத்தில் நிறைய ஹைப்பே வந்து பிணைந்து காணப்பட்டால் அது வந்து மைசீலியம். சிங்கிள் ஃபிலமெண்ட்ஸாக இருந்துச்சுன்னா அது வந்து ஹைப்பேன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ஸோ தீஸ் ஹைப்பே ஆர் யூஸ்ட் டு அப்சர்வ் த nutrient by the fungi. Okay, so it will send the digestive enzyme, this hyphae at the terminal. இந்த நுனியில வந்து digestive enzyme சென்ட் பண்ணி, ஸோ அந்த digestive enzyme யூஸ் பண்ணி ஃபுட் மெட்டீரியலை டைஜஸ்ட் பண்ணி the nutrient again it will absorb through this hyphae only. Okay, so this is a function of hyphae. Then the cell wall of fungi is made up of polysaccharides called chitin or chitin, polymers of N-acetyl glucosamine. So glucose, N-acetyl glucosamine, it is said to be polysaccharides. The fungal mycelium is categorized into two types based on the presence or absence of septa. The fungal myceliums are classified into two types based on presence or absence of septa. Septa means a covering. Okay. இந்த ஹைப்பேல ஒரு தடுப்பு சுவர் இருக்கு பாருங்க, செப்டா இருக்கு. So these are said to be septate mycelium. These are said to be septate mycelium. If the mycelium without covering, without a septa, இந்த மாதிரி செப்டா இல்லைன்னா அதை வந்து சீனோசைட்டிக் மைசீலியம், இட் இஸ் கால்டு சீனோசைட்டிக் மைசீலியம் ஆர் aseptate. Okay, so based on this the hyphae or the myceliums are classified into two types. One is a septate and another one is a aseptate. In lower fungi the hyphae are aseptate, multinucleate, and is known as cenocytic mycelium. Example, albigo. In higher fungi a septum is present between the cells of the hyphae. Example, fusarium. So fusarium is an example for the septum. Okay, the mycelium is having septum. The mycelium is organized into loosely or compactly interwoven fungal tissues called plancton-chyma. So what is plancton-chyma? 2 mark. Mycelium, you know mycelium na உனக்கு தெரியும், ஒரே ஒரு filaments இருந்துச்சுன்னா அது வந்து hype. many filaments, many branched filaments இருந்துச்சுன்னா அதுக்கு வந்து myceliumனு பேரு. அந்த mycelium பாத்தீங்கன்னா அந்த myceliumத்துல இங்க பாருங்க compactly, loosely, ஃப்ரீயா அல்லது compactly இறுக்கமா interwoven fungal tissues. This is a interwoven ஒண்ணுக்கு மேல ஒண்ணு பிணைந்து இருக்கு பாருங்க. Interwoven tissues, it is called a plankton-chyma. This is a plankton-chyma. It is further divided into two types, frozen chyma and pseudoporenchyma. Frozen chymas are elongated tissues. You could see this is elongated stick-like structure, okay, where it is having some gap will be there. Then pseudoparenchyma, here it is a spherical shaped cells. Pseudoparenchyma cells are spherical shaped cells. Here it is having intercellular space is there. In the former type, the hyphae are arranged loosely. This type of hyphae, they are arranged loosely but parallel to one another in the later hyphae. Okay, this type of hyphae are, they are loosely arranged to one another, and later the hyphae are compactly arranged. அதுக்கு பின்னாடி வந்து first வந்து loosely arranged, these hyphae are loosely arranged, then later அதுக்கு அப்புறமா அது வந்து என்ன ஆகும்னா காம்பாக்டா இறுகி ஒன்னோட ஒன்று பிணைந்து இருக்கும். ஸோ அப்படி பிணைந்து இருக்கையில் அந்த செல்ஸோட ஹைப்பே வந்து ஹைப்பே அதோட ஐடென்டிட்டி வந்து மறைஞ்சிரும். ஐடென்டிட்டி ஆஃப் த செல்ஸ் வில் பி vanished. So they lose their identity. Whether it is frozen chyma or pseudoparenchyma, we cannot identify when they are get matured, since they are compactly arranged. Okay va? So frozen chyma, pseudoparenchyma, so இந்த மாதிரி அதோட ஐடென்டிட்டி வந்து லாஸ் ஆகிரும், கண்டுபிடிக்க முடியாது, since they are compactly arranged. When they are loosely arranged, we could be able to see them, frozen chyma and pseudoparenchyma. In holocarpic forms, the entire thallus is converted into reproductive structure. Holocarpic means the entire thallus. Thallusனா ஃபங்கஸோட பிளான் பாடி வந்து தாலஸ்ன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. அந்த முழுவதுமாக அந்த தாலஸ் முழுவதுமாக ரீப்ரொடக்டிவ் ஸ்ட்ரக்சரா மாறுச்சுன்னா அது ஹோலோகார்பிக். Whereas in eucarpic, okay, there are two types of thallus. One is holocarpic, another one is a eucarpic thallus. So eucarpic thallus, some regions of the thallus are involved in reproduction and other regions remain vegetative. So in eucarpic thallusல வந்து ஒரு சில தாலஸோட ஒரு பார்ட் வந்து ரீப்ரொடக்டிவ் ஆகும், இன்னொரு பார்ட் வெஜிடேட்டிவ் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் ஆகும் செயல்படும். அதான் வந்து யூகார்பிக் தாலஸ். ஓகேவா? So thallus are divided into two types. One is holocarpic, another one is a eucarpic. So based on the reproductive structure. Then fungi reproduce both by asexual and sexual methods. So the asexual phase is called anamorph. One mark, note it. What is anamorph? Anamorph means asexual phase of fungi. Sexual phase is called telomorph. Telomorph means sexual phase of fungi. Fungi having both phases, anamorph and telomorph, if the fungi is having, then that phase is called holomorph. What is holomorph? Asexual as well as sexual phases are found in fungi, then it is said to be holomorph. In general, sexual reproduction in fungi includes 3 steps. So fusion of 2 protoplasts, it is called plasmogamy. Plasmogamy means fusion of 2 protoplasts. Then fusion of nuclei, karyogamy, it is called a karyogamy. And production of haploid spore through meiosis. So these 3 important phenomenon that takes place in the sexual reproduction. So sexual reproduction na protoplasm fuse ஆனாகிறது வந்து sexual reproduction னு சொல்றாங்க. Fusion of nuclei fusion ஆனாலும் அது sexual reproduction. Then production of haploid spore through meiosis னாலும் sexual reproduction னு தான் சொல்றாங்க. ஓகேவா? இந்த 3 கேரக்டர், இந்த 3 phenomenonல எது ஒன்னு நடந்தாலும் அது sexual reproduction னு we consider. Then method of reproduction in fungi. Asexual reproduction, zoospores. They are flagellate. So this is a zoospore, and here it is having flagellum. It is act as a locomotory organ, so that the zoospore can move from one place to another place because it is having flagellum. Okay. Example, Zoosporangia, citrus. Then gonidia. So this is the structure of gonidia. So gonidium bearing structure, it is called gonidiophore. Then ramus. The gonidiophore is divided into two, forming the ramus. Then medulla. Then sterigma. Sterigma bearing the gonidium. So sterigma is bearing the gonidium. So gonidiums are spores produced on gonidiophores. Example, aspergillus. So aspergillus, where you could see the gonidia spores. Then oidea. So gonidia spores are spherical in shape and they do not have flagellum, therefore they are non-motile spores. Oidea. So oidea, the hyphae divide and develop into spores called oidea. So this is a hyphae. These hyphae are divide to forming a spore called oidea, oidium. Okay. Example, erispe. Then fission. These are the vegetative reproduction. The vegetative cells divide into two daughter cells. Example, Schizosaccharomyces, yeast. So this is a single cell and it undergo division. Okay, fission, pilourudal. So at first the center, the nucleus start to divide, then cytoplasm equally divide, then the septum is developed in between them, then it forming the two cells. These are the daughter cells which are produced from the parent. This is called fission. Then budding. A small outgrowth is developed on a parent cell which gets detached and become independent. So this is a yeast. Okay, this is a parent plant. So where at the initial a small outgrowth is developed. This outgrowth, when it gets matured, it get equal amount of nucleus as well as equal amount of cytoplasm. Then when it is matured, it get detached from the parent plant. Okay, this is regarding budding. So it is noticed in Saccharomyces, yeast. So yeast la வந்து இது வந்து budding வந்து இருக்கு. yeast is one of a fungi, single celled organism. Okay, yeast வந்து எங்க வந்து சர்க்கரை சுகர் கேன் மில் இருக்குல்ல, அங்க இருந்து வந்து இந்த yeast வந்து ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணுவாங்க. So we used to use this yeast for preparation of baking, bread making. Okay, அதுக்காக இந்த yeast வந்து ஆட் பண்ணுவோம். Then chlamydospores. This is another vegetative reproduction. This chlamydospores, this you could see this picture. Chlamydospores பாருங்க எவ்வளவு திக்கா இருக்கு பாருங்க. There is a thick walled chlamydospores in the hyphae. So these chlamydospores are developed during unfavorable condition. There is a thick walled spores are developed. it is called chlamydospores. Example, fusarium. Fusarium. Okay, is a one fungi. Then sexual reproduction. Planogametic copulation. Sexual reproduction na நம்ம சொல்லியிருக்கோம் 3 character. ஒன்று வந்து புரோட்டோபிளாசம் ஃபியூசன் ஆச்சுன்னா அதுக்கு பேர் பிளாஸ்மோகாமி. நியூக்ளியஸ் வந்து ஃபியூசன் ஆச்சுன்னா கேரியோகாமி. அப்படியும் இல்லை அப்படின்னா டியூரிங் மியாட்டிக் டிவிஷன் ஹாப்ளாய்டு நியூக்ளியை ஹாப்ளாய்டு கேமிட்ஸ் வந்து ப்ரொடியூஸ் ஆச்சுன்னா அது செக்ஸுவல் ரீப்ரொடக்ஷன் சொல்லியிருக்கோம். ஸோ இங்கே பிளானோகாமெட்டிக் காப்புலேஷனில் ஃபியூசன் ஆஃப் மொட்டைல் கேமிட் இஸ் கால்டு planogametic copulation. Motile means without a flagellum, the gametes are there, so they are fused together. It is called planogametic copulation. Take for example isogamy. Planogametic copulation 3 பிரிக்கிறாங்க. ஒன்று isogamy, anisogamy, oogamy. First iso means same. Okay, here the fusion of morphologically and physiologically similar gametes. Example, syncytium. Okay, this is a isogamy. Here you could see the spherical shaped gametes which are similar in morphological structure, as well as it is having flagellum. These male and female, both of them, both the gametes are having flagellum. Therefore it is called isogamy. Then anisogamy. Anisogamy means fusion of morphologically, okay, or physiologically dissimilar gametes. எதுலையாவது ஒன்றுல எய்தர் ஆஃப் தம் மார்பாலஜிக்கலாக வந்து டிசிமிலராக இருக்கும், அப்படி இல்லைன்னா ஃபிசியாலஜிக்கலாக டிசிமிலராக இருக்கும். அனைசோகாமி, அதான் வந்து அனைசோகாமி. எக்ஸாம்பிள் அல்லோமைசிஸ். So here you could see large sized egg cell and smaller sized sperm, both of them having flagellum. Okay, in what morphological structure they are dissimilar? On the basis of shape. One is large, another one is a small. Okay, so here the sexual reproduction, how does the sexual reproduction takes place? When this sperm meet the egg, at the initial the nucleus of the sperm and the cytoplasm enter into the egg, then this male gamete will be leave out. The egg cells will fertilize, then it is forming the zygote. Then oogamy. So oogamy, the fusion of both morphologically and physiologically dissimilar gametes. So this is a large sized egg cell is there, then small, you could see this is a sperm. So these sperms comes for mating. Okay, these sperms are coming here near the egg for fertilization. Okay, they are dissimilar, morphologically also dissimilar, as well as physiological also dissimilar, because here large sized cells இருக்கு, எக்கு ஃப்ளஜெல்லம் கிடையாது. ஆனால் ஸ்பெர்முக்கு வந்து ஃப்ளஜெல்லம் இருக்கு. ஸ்பெர்மோட ஹெட் வந்து என்ன ஸ்மால் சைஸ், ஸ்மாலராக இருக்கு மார்பாலஜி. Then dissimilar physiologically also they are dissimilar. This is called oogamy. Example, monoplypharis. Monoplypharis is an example for oogamy. Gametongeal contact. During sexual reproduction, a contact is established between antheridium and ooganium. Antheridium is a male reproductive part and ooganium is a female reproductive part. Okay, example albico. Gametongeal contact. ரெண்டு கேமெட்டுக்கு இடையே வந்து ஒரு காண்டாக்ட் ஏற்படும். ஓகேவா, ஆந்த்ரிடியம், this is the antheridium, this is the antheridium, male gametes, and this is the female gamete,
Wugonium. Wugonium. This is a Wugonium. This is Antheridium. Okay, where we will be having a contact. So through the contact, the nucleus and cytoplasms are transferred into the Wugonium. This is called a gametangial contact. Then gametangial copulation. Gametangial copulation, fusion of gametangia to form the zygospore. Example, Mucor and Rhizophus. Mucor and Rhizophus are example for the gametangial copulation. So here, this is a male hyphae. This is a female hyphae. Okay, the symbol you could see. So this is a minus and this is a plus. Plus symbol represent male, minus symbol represent female. These two hyphae are joined together. This is a gamete. Okay, and this gamete are joined here since they will be haploid in condition. At this time, male and female will be having haploid gametes. When they are meet, okay, when they are united together, they forming the gametangial spore. Then this gametangial spore develop into zygospore. Gametangia develop into this is zygospore. No, this is zygospore. Puccini and Neurospora